Thank you very much, President. I'm going to continue the slightly sceptical line, I'm afraid. But first of all, a question. Could the Commissioner please tell us what is the legal basis of this agreement from the EU side? The only reference I can find to any legal instruments in it are to US statutes. I don't actually find any reference to legal basis from the treaties. I can remember talk about Articles 24 and 38 early on. If Article 38 is one of them, why isn't the European Parliament actually formally consulted? Secondly, we hear a lot about we need this to fight terrorism. If terrorism is such an important priority of the EU, why have we been for 4 months without a counter-terrorism coordinator? Thirdly, this agreement is about collecting a huge amount of data on everyone as a basis for profiling and data mining and so on. But we have very poor implementation of targeted measures against terrorism. The Director of Interpol has just launched what has been called in the press an unprecedented attack on the UK for failing to check visitors against the Interpol database of stolen passports. There is a common position of the EU from January 2005. When the Commission did a report on it last year, they were distinctly unimpressed by Member States' achievements. Only a small number of Member States had established infrastructures for competent authorities to search the Interpol databases. 8 of the 25 Member States, by the way, did not respond to the Commission's inquiries. And very few Member States had made sure that their law enforcement authorities searched the database. So, we have Member States are completely ignoring their obligations. And finally, we have the APIS, the EU APIS directive of 2004, which should have been implemented last year. Could the Commissioner tell us whether Member States have implemented this directive? Why is that concerned only with illegal immigration? Why does that not provide for visitors to be checked against terrorist watch lists? There are plenty of measures out there which are being completely unimplemented by Member States. Let's do that first before we have mass surveillance of the whole population.